I wanted to start out by saying a little bit of story. We've heard an idealized of the story of the Piper and Elliot, and I can contribute a little bit to that. It's about 7 or 8 years ago, we took Elliot to Mexico with us, and it was not a good trip. We had dysentery, disease, animals coming out of the sky, backed up sewage. It was not a good day, and Piper split her chin, and Piper's very careful about her looks. It's a subject near and dear to her. And Elliot, God bless him, he was cutting Band-Aids, making fastidious little butterfly stitches for her. And I looked over them at the pool and I said, she's gonna marry him. I said it to myself. Just there was a look. And so flash forward a few years. Piper has rules. They're good rules because they keep Piper in your good graces, or you in her good graces. We follow them. It's a long time coming. I know them. Elliot should have by then. Piper's birthday's coming up. She's not a demanding birthday person. She's got very simple rules. Get me a cake, chocolate, pink or purple frosting, and a nice bouquet of flowers. This is what she wants. Not a car, no jewelry. She's very good about it. So Elliot's gonna handle it. And we're having dinner outside. It's a little bit of an end of COVID situation. And Elliot calls me in. He's getting the birthday cake ready. And I look down and I see a very serviceable fruit tort from Gelson's. They're delicious, I guess, if you like a custard and glazy fruit. Not my thing, I don't judge. But Elliot's got this and he's jamming a big candle in it, like a yardstick candle. He's jamming, she's gonna love this. She loves fruit torts. I'm like, I don't know who he's talking about, but this is gonna be a scene. He goes, do you wanna carry it in? I go, no. I'm no Dunsky. I live with this girl. I know my limitations, so, and if that fruit tort situation wasn't angry enough, he's got a bouquet of not even Trader Joe flowers. There's something else, I don't know. Some sort of second grade market somewhere there. The things die the next day. So I'm gonna step back. And that fruit tort came out and I saw Piper's face and Piper doesn't hold her tongue. Piper said, are you kidding me? This is what you bring me? How stupid can you be? Chocolate cake, pink or purple frosting, a bouquet of flowers. Why is that so hard? And I said to myself, oh, he's gonna marry Piper? It was a mistake, but we had one salvation. Good old Dad. It wasn't her birthday. He had an out. Her birthday was the next day. They went skiing. He calls me, can you help me? Yeah, I'm gonna help you. Chocolate cake, purple frosting, a nice bouquet of flowers, $180, $90. He zelled it to me. And he tried to get out of it. I said, oh no, this is your mistake. You were paying for it. And that was the deal that was made. And I said, she's gonna marry him. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. The people came from far away. Some people spent 3 hours in traffic. That was from Culver City. People flew great distances and we're very appreciative. I don't want to get on a plane to go to a wedding. I wouldn't go on a plane to go to this wedding, and I really wanted to go to this wedding. Anyways, I also want to thank the people, the village who helped this event. My very, very good best buddy, Dr. Jacob Anthony Kirst, got up this morning. He's a dentist. He makes thousands of dollars a day. He helped me move crap. And he was happy about it. I did give him a cheeseburger. He hasn't paid me back for it. I'm gonna forget that. Steve and Marie Schoenfeld opened their house and our house to us. We were gonna have this conference room makeup thing, and I said, oh, Piper's not gonna like that. I'm no Dunsky. We took over the Schoenfeld's house. We did makeup, we did hair. We sent a lot of food over there. Marie always brings extra food. They get asked, but they really can't say no. I have Steve over the barrel for the things I've done for him. I won't mention it. Statute of limitations stuff. Anyways, after that, there has been some lovely help. Clive and Ruth Hurwitz. Really, Ruth. Clive just eats, Ruth cooks. Clive tests everything. But I have trolled Ruth. Ruth has no girls. It's a really sweet deal. She's got 3, they're nice boys, but they're kind of like, we don't want weddings. We don't want a bougie wedding. And Piper is as close as she's gonna get to a daughter. I hate to say it, I play the card. She knows it, I know it. Everybody looks the other way, but I'm using Ruth. I've been using her for years. She feeds us on whenever Piper has an event. God bless Ruth. And then I'd like to thank my sister, Doe, did the flowers. The flowers come in 3 stages. Sure, I'll do them. Oh, that's all I'm good for, doing the flowers? Get someone else to do them. I'll do them. 4 stages. But she helps out, and she does a lovely, lovely bunch of flowers, and the house smells good. Everything smells good. And I'd like to thank my sister, Idria. And here's why. I'm not going to say she did a lot for this. She's moral support. She's there 33 years ago at my wedding. I forgot to thank her. She came up to me and said at the wedding, "You didn't thank me." And I knew the next time I got a mic in my hand, 33 years later, I was going to right that wrong. I was going to straighten that thing out so I never had to hear about it again. And then really, everyone helped, but I really do want to thank the Stangers. They're lovely people. They have such an open family. They had the Shabbat dinner. They had the best, most sweetest dress rehearsal dinner. They helped host this night tonight. We kept them out of the loop, not because we didn't want their opinion, but because we're control freaks. We don't want anyone helping us. We don't want anyone getting credit or blame. I'll take the blame for the table the groomsmen didn't get. I don't know why. And if you think they deserve a table, they don't, because you should see the room they changed in. They're animals. Filthy. Honestly, we may get a bill for cleaning on that. It's going right to you guys. Split 6 ways. I think you can cover it. Too much hair in that group. There's only one guy in the group that I actually like. He's got good hair, by my reckoning. And the other thing I want to point out, and this is important, I don't think Elliot's the best looking Stanger. There's a lot of good looking Stangers. I'm thinking, why couldn't I had more daughters, man? I could have pawned them off on these guys. They're strapping. They're chiseled. They have abs. What the heck? I don't need that in my life. I want old, small, round. This is not a good look for me to have to be around them, taking pictures with them. Anyways, I digress. These two found each other, and they use pheromones and attraction and a moving red object. They make decisions in 1920, and that other part of the decision making, reckless youth. They fall in love, and then that's it. I mean, it's a terrible process, really. It's scientifically, it's inadequate, and yet it works most of the time. I love this couple. There's an energy about these two that is undeniable. They look at each other, they're checking each other out. It's so sweet. It's endearing. I love Elliot. Elliot, if I could conjure up a son from whole cloth and a husband for my daughter, it would be Elliot. I know for a fact that Elliot has a lot of really good qualities, really sweet qualities. Elliot's on your side. Whatever you're doing, even if you're wrong, Elliot will tell you why the other guys were bad about what they did to you. Elliot likes to eat. Elliot's game to eat. Elliot will eat anything, and if it's trafe, or trafe adjacent, sorry Natalie, he'll eat it even more. I also noticed that Elliot likes a lot of my stuff. I give him my daughters, oh really, my bourbon and my cigars? And he knows the good ones. He put a box of cigars in my humidor like 3 years ago, and he's had like 100 cigars. I'm like, well, there's only 20 cigars in a box. How could they all be from your box? And he takes the bands off. He's had them appraised. He knows my collection. He knows how old they are. And then the bourbon thing I'm not even going to go to. I picked them up off the floor a few times. They don't mention that in weddings. Oh, the father of the bride's picked him up. Yeah, held his head. It's embarrassing. Really things you'd expect from college friends. Anyways, again, I digress. The thing about Elliot is he aimed high. Now, I'm not saying Piper's better than him. I'm saying that a little grandeur in your life is worth achieving. And you punch above your weight, like I did, and you can be happy. And Piper's the finest woman I know, with the exception of her mother. Piper gets shit done. You want something done, ask Piper. Piper's busy. She never says no to anything. If you need it done, she'll, yeah, I'll help you. The other thing I like about Piper and Elliot, Piper's down to do stuff. You go with Piper. Piper at 3 years old will say, what are you doing, Dad? Where are we going? We're going to go with this. Can I go with you? Piper, I'm going to the post office. I like the post office. We can go to the post office. Post office is good. They know me. You go to the post office with Piper at 5 years old. They know her. They say, Piper? You Piper's dad? I go, yeah, I'm Piper's dad. We like Piper. She's just got a lovable quality about her. The thing about it is, she's got this open heart. She sweeps into a room and she says, there you are. She doesn't say, look at me. She sees you. And I've had people come up to me and go, what's with your daughter? Why, she's so nice. And she looks at me and she talks to me. She says hello to me and I go, I'm sorry, I don't know where it came from. The one thing I know about Piper that I delivered to this world, no daddy issues. Say what you will, but daddy issues complicate things, and Piper doesn't have any. She's got a very select set of standards, and you apply to them. I never raised Piper. Piper taught Elizabeth and me how to raise her. And I'm not kidding. I'm the Neville Chamberlain of fathers. Peace at any price. If you disagree with Piper, you make a mistake with Piper, you got to know you'll negotiate your way out of that. To this day, I carry a handful of Benjamins in my wallet. You think I'm kidding? She'll start yelling at me and I'll go, Piper, how much will it take me to stop this? She'll go, how much you have? I don't know. Always get you to name the first number too. She's not dumb. Anyways, there's been no better thrill in my life. Nothing I can look at more proudly than the accomplishment of this girl. Between me and Elizabeth and her, we have 7 degrees. One of them's mine. Anyways. But I want to wrap this up and just say, if you people think that Sunday night is a problem, then you're not my people. I say reject Monday. Stick it to Monday. Say Monday, no, I will not play your Monday morning games. I want you to dance and party with Piper and Elliot. If you leave this party, you will regret it. If you leave this party, slip out. I don't want to know you. I want you to dance until somebody collapses and then dance one song more. If you can't slip out of here at an appropriate late time, then, by the way, don't say goodbye anyways. Let's not spend a half an hour saying goodbyes, walking around saying, oh, bye, bye, bye. Let's do an Irish exit. Just leave. No shame. When you get tired, your feet are hurt, when you're drunk, it's time to go. Just go. We'll see each other in the next party. Do not say goodbye to me. I spit on your say goodbyes. Dance, have a good time. Dance and love each other. We've got some beautiful people here, some beautiful food here. I've got so many old friends, new friends. I'm digging the Stengers, digging their family, and like I said, we've never been happier. So, Baruch Hashem, and if you can find a better party somewhere around here, then, no chance. No chance. And I have a shuttle. I paid $1,500 for that guy. He'll drive you anywhere. Some people went to Disneyland yesterday. I reject Disneyland, but I don't judge them. Anyways, thank you so much for coming. There's going to be more speeches. They're not going to be like this, but they'll do their best. Good night.
My name is Madeline Harris. I am Piper's cousin and her co-maid of honor tonight. To know Piper is to know she's a whirling dervish and an absolute spitfire. I always knew she would have to find a man with a rock-solid backbone. And even though that didn't happen, I still think it could work. Only joke of the night, I swear. Alright. When it comes to Piper, there's never a dull moment. She has always been a force to be reckoned with and a whirlwind of energy and enthusiasm. I think it takes a strong man to handle a strong woman, and I can't help but marvel at the match that she has found. Piper, I can't express how happy it makes me that you have found someone whose sensibility so perfectly complements your steadfastness. It takes a truly remarkable person to not only embrace and cherish your vibrant spirit, but to stand alongside you, unwavering as your partner in life. I have always said about Elliot, he is not a doormat, he humors her. Very key distinction. As I've gotten to know Elliot over the last 8 years, I've come to realize he possesses a quiet strength that perfectly balances Piper's exuberance. He is a steady presence that provides the support, understanding, and love that Piper so much needs. Together, they form a harmonious partnership that truly brings out the best in each other and that brightens their already beaming lights. Today is not just a celebration of love between these two, it's a celebration of the beautiful journey that lies ahead of them. As they start this new chapter, I have no doubt that their love will continue to grow bigger, their bond stronger, and their adventures more extraordinary, starting tomorrow in Bali. With that, let us raise our glasses to Piper and Elliot. May their days be filled with laughter, their hearts with love, and their lives with endless joy. To Mr. and Mrs. Stanger, Mazel Tov.
Hi everybody, my name's Howie. I am obviously Elliot's brother and best man. I also have a different title, which you might not know. I am the Senior Operations Advisor to Elliot and Piper. I help them with their corporate entity formation, manage their cash flow, advise on their union negotiations, things like that. Before I get too deep into it, I want to say thanks to both Piper's parents, Don and Elizabeth, and to my parents, Natalie and Doug, for making this weekend such a joyous festivity. It's been really fun to wrap it up. There you go. It's been really fun to get to celebrate with everybody throughout this 2-mile stretch on the 405. I guess we did PCH also. I want to give Piper a formal welcome to the Stanger family. Oh yeah, there you go. Everybody in this room who is fair-skinned and on the cusp of being blonde and or a ginger is a Stanger, so you fit in perfectly. Whether it's school, perfecting cheesecake recipes, dessert cheesecake recipes very specifically stand out in my mind, finding the best fried chicken sandwich in Los Angeles, or showing up for her near and dear friends, which had been very fun to see all of you together. I've always been impressed with Piper's hard work and dedication. She brings levity into every room that she's in and is always giving thought to the details that really matter for all the people that she's bringing together. If you had fun this weekend, it's probably because of the thought that Piper put into it and to all of the details that she helped to manage. So let's give her an extra. I'm going to talk about my brother after. I want to say a little bit about their relationship, which I think is, they have so many things in common, which I think a lot of people have talked about, but I want to talk about some of the loving contradictions that exist. Elliot in his job during the day, when he's not living for free in Beverly Hills, is that he helps lawyers figure out how much money they should charge people who will not be named for their services. And so he's like helping management make money. And I have nothing against management. I do management also, no shade. But I think it's just so wonderful that he's sitting here. He's never been happier. He's sitting next to a union member. A union member who made him get off the couch, his management couch, and go down to the picket line with his dog and chant for her to get paid more. We obviously have, it's been spoken of already, the geographical divide here. We have some people from the valley, we have some people from the city. Elliot is from the city, Piper's from the valley. We don't need to really say more. In my mind, it's not too much of an argument. And the last thing, which is truly their most loving contradiction in my mind, is that Elliot has found somebody who always shows up extremely prepared, doesn't need any help getting dressed. And she found a person who really knows how to pick out a watch, but he's still finding the right jeans fit. And it's really not his fault because I'm colorblind. And my dad, sometimes people say that he used to get dressed in the dark. So, a union of loving contradictions. But in all seriousness, I have obviously known Elliot his entire life. I could say a lot more jokes, but I'm not going to. But I'll tell you one thing that you might not know, which is that about 8 weeks ago, I went with Elliot and the illustrious Table 20, thank you guys, to Mexico. And we had a very lovely weekend together. And I was pretty nervous to go because I am a little bit older than Elliot and his friends, and I hadn't really hung out with them in their capacity as with fully formed brains. And so I didn't know really what to expect. But one thing that became clear to me was that all of his friends see him as a loving, caring person who's always there to listen to them when they need somebody to listen to talk to when they need somebody to talk to, and somebody who always shows up for them. And I think that one thing that's been clear to me throughout this entire weekend is that that's how Piper's friends feel about her also. And it's just so lovely to see the two of you be able to find each other, and be able to start to build a home together with those values at the center of it. And I can't think of a stronger foundation for a marriage and for a future and for a relationship than loyalty, friendship, and care. So just want to take a second. I'll raise my phone. Everybody else can raise their glass. And we'll say Mazel Tov. And I'm so happy for both of you.
Just want to start by saying last weekend we were at the Hollywood Bowl, the two of us, and we went to see a performance. This was a celebration of Quincy Jones's 90th birthday. It was quite a time. Lots of songs, lots of great artists. And by the way, we had fruit tart for dessert. It was very good. I'm sorry, I digress. So of all the songs that were performed that evening, I wanted to share one with you guys as you begin your married lives together. Sounds kind of crazy. The song was sung by Patty Austin, one of my favorite vocalists, and I was very touched by it. So here goes. And by the way, I'm not gonna sing. Okay. Yeah, you don't want that. We'll it goes like this. How do you keep the music playing? How do you make it last? How do you keep the song from fading too fast? How do you lose yourself to someone and never lose your way? How do you not run out of things to say? And since we know we're always changing, how can it be the same? If we can be the best of lovers, yet be the best of friends, if we can try with every day to make it better as it grows, with any luck, then I suppose the music never ends. May you have a long, nurturing, and fulfilling marriage.
So I've been trained by millennials, so I have my speech on a phone. Proud of me. What a happy day. We've been celebrating for a long time and anticipating this day. We've had engagement parties, bridal showers, and even a man shower. And today, look at how many people came from near and far to be with us, with our families, to witness this beautiful wedding and party. There are a few people who aren't here who would have loved to be part of the celebration. And as no family celebration should be without them or their memory. Elliot, your grandmother Lillian, who you knew, your only grandparent that you knew, and who loved you very much. She would have grabbed your cheeks if she could have reached them. She was very small. And given you and Piper a very sweet blessing. Your Grandpa Harry, who neither you or I knew, was also a very special man. Your Grandpa Sam would have loved watching soccer games with you, because when he was around, nobody in the United States was watching soccer games. And he would have also learned all the weird rules about lacrosse. Your grandmother Edith, for whom you were named, would be smiling from ear to ear. We also remember your Uncle Jeff, for whom you were also named. They would have danced with us, and I hope you'll all dance when we're done chatting it up here, and been so pleased with your choice of Piper as your bride and your lifelong partner. To Dot and Elizabeth, thank you for your amazing planning to make this such a spectacular event. And to the newest Mrs. Stanger, I'm so happy to welcome you, Piper, and your family to our family. L'chaim.
First, I want to give a big thank you to Dr. Elizabeth and my parents for putting this wonderful evening on. Thanks to Joe for the beautiful flowers, thanks to Ruth for all the delicious food. I've been eating that prime rib straight off the board. And thanks to all the vendors for helping out. You guys made it happen, so thank you very much. And to my beautiful bride here, thank you for doing most of the work that we had to do. And glad we were able to get this thing all together and have a really wonderful day and be able to share it with you all. So to you all, thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed your food. Hope you enjoyed the dancing. Thank you to the band. That was a great surprise. You killed it. It was beautiful. So here's to us.